Recorded live in the studios of Brewer Street Mafia. This is a Red Dog Fred production.
And now, your number one rated show, The Mike Weatherford Show. Here's your host, Mike Weatherford.
Hey folks, welcome back to the Mike Weatherford Show. I'm your host, Mike Weatherford. Hey, I just did a little short behind the scenes. Did y'all see that? That was pretty cool. That's what goes on behind the scenes back here before we go live. You know, I got to go back there. They're all serious. They're getting ready to go. They're tickled. They're happy. They're ready to go. And I'll go back here and blow it all up. That's just what I do. Hey, I got a friend of mine tonight. His name is H.L. Johnson. He come here all the way from Monteagle, Tennessee. I said north of Chattanooga, just to be on the show with me tonight. And we're going to talk about just life. We don't even know what we're going to talk about. But I thought, what better way to have a good show with this world we're living in than just me and H.L. just talking amongst ourselves. So I want to introduce to you the one and only, right out of Monteagle, Tennessee, the one and only H.L. Johnson. Welcome to the show, H.L.
Hello, America.
How you doing? Hey, my microphone's a little hot in my ears back here. Can y'all turn that down just a little bit? Welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the invite.
How you doing? Come on up a little closer to that microphone
okay.
there. There you go.
I'm getting kind of...
Talk right into the end of that box. Right
All right, done deal.
Talking to the
Done
can, they say. How you been doing, man?
Oh, man, I've been hanging in there by a thread. Good thing it's a good thread.
Yeah, hanging in like a hair in a biscuit. Right?
Yeah, it looks tough, but I can chew it.
I've got you. Tell me something. What's it like on the trip from Monteagle? You left early this morning, headed this way, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
I'm still hot in my ears. I don't know what's going on. It's really hot. Anything in the back here? Maybe I shouldn't have went back here a while ago. I think I messed them up, AJ.
Yeah, you just got them startled.
It is blowing my head up. But
teaching you a lesson.
They are teaching me a lesson. They said, come back here again.
Yeah, we'll show you something.
Yeah. Tell me something new. But what was it like on your trip down? Did you have a good trip?
Oh, yeah, it was a decent trip. Traffic is normal. Everybody wants to ride. The new law is the left lane is now the slow lane. The right lane is the passing lane.
Is that how they do?
Yeah. Once you get past that, everything works out fine.
Right. Have we got any other microphones on? There it went. It got better. What did we do?
Man, look, you can't get good help either.
No. Folks, what they told my ear, it don't matter. Just get on with the show.
Yeah. That's I don't want to mix in. I don't mix in white people business.
Is that not what was heard though?
Yeah, I imagine that's what I heard, but I'm not sure.
But so now they drive in the left lane and pass in the right lane.
Yeah. Even the big trucks.
Really? What's caused all that?
Well, nobody enforces the right lane, slow traffic. The left lane is the passer's lane.
No, that pisses me off too. I'm trying to go somewhere, and they want to ride in the left lane side by side.
Yeah.
Get behind the other car.
Yeah. If you're going to drive 55, 60, get past and get over.
That's right. Get on over and get over the lane and keep it going.
And if you pass them too fast, what they'll do is give you the finger. They the one messing up, but they'll give you the finger.
You're exactly right.
Yeah.
They're the one that done it wrong. You're trying to do it right, and they give you the finger.
Yeah.
That's just about right. That's how it is nowadays.
Welcome to America.
Welcome to America. Hey, what is going on in Monteagle, man? How is everything up in that area? I haven't been up there in a while.
Well, if you come on a Friday and Saturday night, go to the Smokehouse Lodge and Cabins. We got live entertainment, and free.
Really?
No stuff.
No.
I don't know if you can cuss on the air or not. I'm just a regular guy, so hey, pardon me if sometime I slip up.
You're all right, HL. I do it myself, brother. But what is the name of the place?
Jim Oliver's Smokehouse.
Really? They got a live band?
Live band in the back. Everything's going on.
Friday night.
Friday and Saturday.
So if I come up, I can be your guest.
No, don't mention me. They'll throw you. They may throw you out.
That's not true, HL.
I don't know. You better not chance it.
You better not chance it. But So Mont Eagle, that's up in the mountains.
Yeah.
That's high. That's one of the highest places in around this area. It is the highest place before you get
Well,
to East
Jasper
Tennessee.
Mountain is higher, but we off the highway, so we're higher.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
But what's it like up in that area? What does everybody do up there in Mont Eagle? I go through there regular, but I've never really just I know you up there and some other people, but what do y'all do up there? What's the game in Mont Eagle?
Well, honestly, the people that I run around with, sorry to say, they drink and barbecue. I mean, it's a rough life up in the mountains.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, I guess we do.
Yeah, that's right. So it's just a normal southern
Yeah, just
town.
a regular town, small town, and very respectful, and you don't have any problems. You don't have to worry about anything when you get up there.
Really?
It's safe. I shouldn't say that because somebody will come up. But it's not wise to come up there and cause no trouble. We believe in mountain law. Mountain law supersedes everything.
Exactly.
Yeah, where it's supposed to be.
It's the way it is. You got to go to an area, say Mont Eagle, and you got to do as the Mont Eagleans do. You don't go up there and do as you do. You do as they do.
Yeah, well, if you're a newcomer, you just better try to fit in. That's all I can tell you. Fit in where you can get in.
Would I fit in?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, you ain't got it all. So you welcome up there.
I figured that. So is that area, is it a Republican or is it a Democrat area?
Well, we got a mixture of both. We got Swanee, Tennessee, which is the 5th richest university in the United States.
Really?
And some of them Democrats, so I can't help that. But some of them are Republicans, which is okay.
Right.
But we just try to get along.
That's what we all. That's like you and I.
Yeah.
There's people out there that don't want HL and Mike to have a conversation.
Oh no, this ain't right.
No,
No, black guy and a white guy sitting here talking, laughing, and oh no, I don't know what happened to our country.
Man, that's the way you and I grew up.
Yeah,
we just grew up. There wasn't.
I mean, it was racial tension.
Yeah,
but we didn't blow each other up.
No,
we shot, hung, slushed each other,
yeah.
and that was it. We moved on.
That's right,
as Reagan would say.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But it's got to the point to where nowadays you got to be on one side of the line or the other side of the line. You can't be right down the middle like you and I are. You can't be. You got to get on one side of the line, and you got to. This is the way I am, and if you don't like it, you're my enemy. Why can't they? Why can't the world be what you and I grew up in, HL?
Because I want to word this correctly. We drifted a good ways away from reality. Now we're just doing as we're told instead of doing as we supposed to do.
Right. Yeah, I think you're right. I think we are. We're bad about doing it, being sheep.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot. Somebody said, "What's up, horse?" Shane Cox. You know Shane Cox?
Hey, what's up, Shane? How the heck you doing, buddy? I ain't heard from you in a long time.
There you go. See, your friends are on here.
Yeah, I used to live up here in Paris.
Right.
But I enjoyed living up here, too. I'm sorry who I was living with, but I still enjoyed up here.
That's right. And somebody said that you drive the left lane because the right lanes are such bad shape now. And that
No. If you're driving slow anyway, what difference do it make?
Right. Well, you got a point.
Yeah.
Run.
You just want to block traffic. you see a guy coming along, he's selling, ain't nobody bothering him. You want to get in front of him because you want to go slow. You want everybody else to go slow.
I have the same problem. When I'm coming to town in the morning and I'm running 55, 60 mile an hour, running right through that area, and somebody will see me coming, they'll pull out in front of me, and they want to run to town 45.
Yeah.
And they'll say, well, I want to run 45. Well, if you'd have waited 10 seconds, 5 seconds, I'd have been
let me go by.
Yeah. And does that not gripe your hind end, too?
Well, being a citizen of this country, I have to go along with what quo. Because we're sick. This country done changed drastically.
It has.
Yeah.
You had some dental work done, ain't
Yeah, and I can't stand these damn teeth. I gotta take. Sorry, I'm taking them out. I can't talk. There's just everything's going. I'm glad you changed over when I took them out instead of watching me take them out.
But it is. It's sad that it's come to this in the country where we can't agree to disagree no more. Like you and I, we agree 75% of everything out there we might agree on, but the part we don't agree on, we just move on. We don't care.
Well, if you don't like the channel that you're watching, change it.
Yeah.
Don't go around being one of those liberal, I can't say that, but don't be, you don't want to see this, so you want to stop everybody else. If you don't want to see it, change the channel. Cut it off.
That's right. That's right. I kind of look at it. If I don't like a certain restaurant, I just don't eat there.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
talk about that. No. I don't put them down. No. I just don't go there no more.
But a lot of people, if they don't like it, they want to shut it down. Yeah. Close it down. Just do away with it. Just lock it down. Put them in jail. What has happened to cause that, HL?
Ignorancy. I mean, it ain't stupidity. Stupidity you can't change, but ignorancy you can change.
That's right. They just don't understand it.
They don't want to understand. They want everything their way, me, my, and I. That's it.
I think you're right. I've noticed that there's a lot of selfishness out there in this world nowadays.
Exactly.
And that kind of bothers me that, I like chocolate ice cream.
I don't.
What do you like?
I don't eat nothing as dark as I am.
Yeah, well, I like chocolate ice cream.
Well, that's you. That's exactly. You know.
But you like vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, since I like chocolate, why don't we outlaw vanilla?
Because
or you could say because you like vanilla, we outlaw chocolate. That's what we're living in.
But they don't know outlaw it. Just I don't like it, I don't have to eat it. If you don't like it, you don't have to eat it. Why you want to be, what is the word I'm looking for? A shit stirrer. Yeah. Hey, can you say that on the air?
Well, you done did.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know if you can say it or not, but you said it.
Hey, sorry, FAA. I'm a new guest.
But what was it like growing up as a child, HL? Where was you born at?
I'm what they reference me as a damn Yankee.
Yeah, where were you born at?
Detroit, Michigan.
Okay, you grew up in Detroit. To what age did you finally move south? Get a little bit close to that microphone, or pull it over to you.
Okay. I was sorry about that. I would say I moved down here about 40-some years ago, so that'd make me
early.
About 30, 25.
What was
30.
it like growing up in Detroit, Michigan? What in your neighborhood? What was it like? Be honest. What kind of neighborhood did you grow up in?
Well, it was a decent neighborhood. Everybody helped one another. Nobody, if they seen somebody needed help, they would go help them. Today's time, if you need help, you in trouble. Yeah. Your neighbors don't help you. Nobody cares about nobody. Our morals compass is off.
You're right, HL. I grew up in West Parish, which was known to be the low income, low slum area, if you want to use that word. But none of us knew we was poor.
Yeah, because you had it. Yeah,
everybody was poor. And we shared.
That's the key word. Yeah, shared.
That's right.
You get somebody to share with you now, something's up.
Yeah, you're right. You better hold your bill, folks.
Yeah.
But if we had more supper than we could eat, we carried it to the neighbor.
Yeah.
And
no more.
No, vice
versa.
They'll
throw it away.
You're probably right. But you knew your neighbors. And when I was a child, if you and I was playing together at your house and your daddy had to whoop our butts.
We got whooped.
That's right. He whooped us both.
Yeah.
When I got home, I got another whipping.
Yeah.
So I always wanted us to get the whipping with my daddy because I only got one that way.
No, I got three. My grandma, my granddad, my mama, my daddy. I got more than that. Let me stop thinking.
Yeah.
I got too many whoopings.
I'm talking about for getting in trouble. If we got trouble at your house and your daddy whooped me and you both.
Yeah.
But when I got home, I got another.
I got another.
Yeah.
And then the first thing they would say, the other person that whooped you would say,
Oh, I'm not gonna tell. I ain't gonna say nothing to nobody. By the time you got home, you got another whooping.
Everybody knew it.
Yeah.
But the neighborhood raised us.
Yeah,
You
not
know,
now.
No, now you don't even know your neighbors.
No.
We sit on a front porch in West Paris. People drive by, they blow the horn and wave and
Yeah.
holler and stop and get out and talk to you. You knew Miss So-and-so was in the hospital, Mr. So-and-so got
Yeah.
hurt. You knew what was going on.
You always respected your elders.
Exactly. But
Now,
no,
no.
they knew what was going on in your neighborhood.
Right.
You don't now.
No.
You know, where I live out there now, I know who my neighbors are, but I don't really know my neighbors. You know, because it's all different than it used to be. I miss the old days.
Yeah, I kind of do. Well, not no kind of. I do miss the old way of life.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was much better.
Yeah, we had fun, but it was tough.
Yeah.
We grew up in it.
We didn't know it was tough.
You're right.
We just went along with the program. Now, if you walk out your door at the wrong time at the wrong place, you got a problem.
Yeah, you're right. You know, and the police back in them days, they policed. They didn't, you know, they had a job to do, and they did. I support the blue. You see my signs on my wall.
Yeah.
I support. You do too. I know
Yeah,
you do.
I mean, police are a necessary evil.
Yeah,
You have to have them to keep control.
That's right.
If you don't have control, you got chaos. If you got chaos, man, or either be back in the Wild Wild West where everybody had a pistol.
that's right.
Then you got a chance.
That's right. I'm going to ask you something here.
Go ahead.
Was you a Trump supporter or a Harris supporter?
Well, I've heard Trump was a racist, but that was a bunch of hooey. But no, I've always been a Republican. Because,
Really?
yes,
You ain't. Now, Joe Biden said, if you don't vote Democrat, you're not black.
well,
That's what Joe Biden
because-
said.
But okay, if I'm not black, then why did the Republicans free the slaves?
You got a point. Abraham Lincoln was a Republican.
Right, and he freed the slaves.
Right.
And seemed like some of our people forgot that.
Right.
And I mean, not saying it being racial.
We're
Well,
not
yeah,
being-
I'm being racial.
We're just having a conversation.
Yeah,
that,
but
that,
I
that
like being racial.
Well, I know it.
Yeah,
But
we're
having a conversation.
Democrats always supported slavery, and the new slavery now is give the American people, give, give, give. Okay, and all of this giving and you taking, where's the money coming from?
Yeah.
Who's going to pay it back? When are they going to pay it back? They subsidize different ways to claim that they're going to give people stuff.
Right.
But in reality, we're going to have to pay for it anyway. Democrats, they're good people, some of them. But the Republicans, you have to earn your way through life. And that's the way it should be. That's the way it ought to be. And we need to go back to those days.
I think I agree with you to a certain extent there. But there is people that need help.
I didn't say that
I
part.
understand.
I'm saying the give.
Yeah.
You giving a healthy man something that don't deserve it.
Yeah.
He's not gonna do nothing but want more and more and more.
You got a point. That's exactly right. We have built a society to where everybody's entitled.
Right. They want to make $200,000 a year to start off.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
hell,
crazy.
man.
the
Hell,
hell?
I'm happy if I could just make 75.
I'm with you, brother. But you know, it is. We built a society that you and I didn't grow up in.
No.
That's here now. That's an entitlement. Everybody thinks they're entitled. They can't wait. Like you and I, we had goals in life.
Right.
You know, when I was young, I wanted a car.
Right.
So I worked, mowed yards, whatever I had to do, bought up, saved up, and bought me an old car to drive around. You did the same
Yeah.
thing. We had goals.
Well, actually, I was given cars and stuff, but when I had to buy my own vehicle, I respected it more.
You're right. But yet we worked toward goals.
Right.
We didn't say, Dad, I'm 16, I want a brand new Corvette. I want a brand new Chevrolet pickup.
And he run out and get it.
Yeah, no, we
Yeah,
didn't do
these
that.
kids now.
Yeah.
Oh my.
There's
goodness.
a lot of that.
Yeah,
Man.
and the parents want to be your friend now.
Not in the
they don't
past.
want to be a parent. They want to be a friend.
Oh yeah, you're right. They
You
want
know.
to. You can't be a friend and a parent.
No, you can't be.
No.
Yeah, you got
It's tough.
Yeah, because if once you become a parent, become a friend, now guess what's next? You're gonna get run over.
That's right. That's right. You know, it's tough love.
Yeah.
You know, I think a whipping. There's the line between abuse and whipping a child is a broad line. They holler, it's real thin line. It's not.
No.
My daddy whooped me, and I got a few whippings that I didn't deserve, but I got the whippings. I figured that was even for ones he didn't know.
Well, he
about.
didn't know. Yeah, exactly, exactly.
So it all equaled out. But
Yeah.
what happened to them days?
Well, now it's a goal with the state or the federal. I think it's the state. I want to be. I don't know everything, but
You know a lot.
it's a goal. If you whoop your child, you go to jail. If you don't whoop your child, they'll go to jail.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win situation for the jails.
That's right. I never thought of it that way. It is. You know, we've got to teach our
Hey, I'm
kids.
not gonna get all messed up later down the road, am I?
No,
'Cause-
you no.
Yeah, I hope not.
You're in the Bruce Street
I mean,
Mafia.
I want to be with the truth. I ain't got time. I've been living on the mountain so long. We don't know how to sugarcoat nothing. We tell you straight up what it is, and that if you don't want to hear the truth, don't talk to
That's
me.
right. You know, people want to argue, but you can't argue facts.
Yeah, the truth.
That's
you can't
right. You
argue
can't
with,
argue facts
Now,
and
you can
truth.
argue with a lie,
Yeah.
but you can't argue with the
That's
truth.
exactly-
Then you're gonna forget the lie,
That's right.
and then you got. Then nobody respects you at all. Then.
That's why my daddy told me, son, if you're going to lie to people, you better have a good memory.
Yeah,
Because you got to
exactly.
tell that same lie over and over
Yeah.
every time you see them.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard. You're right.
Yeah.
You're good. But we have grew up in a society of children that expect it all give to them.
Yeah.
Is that good for the community?
No, I mean, to my knowledge, it's not. A young person have to earn,
Yeah.
just like respect. You used to could give respect,
Yeah.
but now you have to earn it
Yeah.
to receive it.
Yeah.
And you have to receive it to earn it.
Yeah.
You just can't do what you think is right and believe that it's right when it's wrong. And you know it's wrong, but you
Yeah.
done convinced yourself that it's right.
You're right. You know, like Donald Trump's in office right now, and they're ridiculing him because of the stock market.
No, he's moving too fast. He's doing too good.
Really?
And when the rest of them is just laying back doing nothing, he's moving forward.
You're right. He's done a lot in no longer than he's been in office.
It ain't been 100 days.
No. But here's what you got to remember. They're looking at the stock market temporarily has dropped. It has.
Yeah.
Sure it has. But look at what he's trying to do. In my opinion, I agree with tariffs because I'm in a business to where quality parts is what I strive for.
American.
That's right. American is where your quality's
Right.
at.
But you got to get American workers to want to work again.
How do we do that?
I don't want to get killed, so I'm not going to mention that.
No, how do
Now,
you do
Mr.
it?
Trump, if you want to talk to me personally, you're welcome to do that, and I'll give you a great idea to help move America even further ahead than what you even dreamed.
Right. But you know, one thing you got to understand is every Republican don't have the perfect idea, and every Democrat don't have a bad idea.
But that's why you take other people's idea, and if it deems reasonable
Yeah.
and seems like it's a legitimate idea,
Use it.
you use it. But when you got a far-fetched idea and you just throwing it out there, you're not going to have nothing.
You know, I see a lot of that. You're right. I see a lot of that out there. You know, they want us, the government, that's Democrat and Republican. It's a mess. It ain't a one-party problem. I'm going to tell you
Yeah.
that. It's both sides.
Even with black and white. I'm
Yeah.
not saying this to be a racist, and
No,
don't get
it's
me
all
wrong,
right.
but we need to work together.
Yes. Like we are.
Don't watch this hand
Yeah.
and doing something different with this one.
Yeah.
Both parties got to pull together instead of talking about each other.
That's right. That's
Work
right.
together.
We need more of what me and you're doing tonight.
Yeah.
An old black guy and an old white guy
Yeah.
just sitting here talking like
That
two of
sounds awful racist.
It does sound racist.
I'm leaving.
We need to be Archie Bunker and Jefferson.
Yeah, what's his name? George Jefferson.
George
Yeah. But then at the end, everything worked out
That's
with
right.
them.
That's
But
it.
you got to get the small man's ideas in order to get to the big man
Right.
to move forward to
Right.
get everybody back in order.
You do.
Because right now this country's. I mean, they took the Bible out. They took this country was made on war and the Bible.
Yeah,
They taking the Bible out of everything.
they have.
Now, you wonder why the kids are acting like they are. When we was coming up, now
Yeah.
tell me, didn't we have prayer in school?
Exactly.
If you didn't like the prayer, you didn't have to say it or
Yeah.
didn't have to do it.
Yeah,
Didn't
nobody
have to join
knew
in.
it. We just prayed every morning.
Yeah, or if you
Pledge
didn't,
of-
you didn't have to.
That's right.
Pledge of allegiance.
That's right. Pledge allegiance and prayed every morning.
They don't do none of this stuff now.
You're right. The only
Not even the Pledge of Allegiance.
No.
This is America. We should stand together.
That's exactly right.
And if we don't stand together, guess what else we'll do?
We'll fall together. That's right. You know, do you think if somebody launched, we was talking about it a while ago, it was funny, about Archie Bunker, All in the Family, and Jeffersons.
Yeah.
They couldn't release that show today. You couldn't
I
make
don't
it.
see why they got homosexuality, guys kissing guys
Yeah.
on commercials and
Yeah.
got little kids running around.
Yeah,
being
but that's not racist. Everything else
that
is
is racist. You took, that's the Bible we talk about.
Yeah.
You done took and want to make a little kid, a little boy, a little girl when he's a kid.
You're
That's
right.
the next step for pedophilia.
Yeah, you're right. You know, we do. It is bottom side up. Ain't
Yeah.
It?
The lie is good. The truth is no good. We turned around.
Why? What caused that, HL?
Well,
Did we take the Bible out of everything? Did we take Jesus Christ, our Savior, out of our conversation?
okay, go and look for a Christmas card that says Merry Christmas.
Most of them say Happy Holiday.
Happy holiday.
I ain't having
Guess
that damn
why?
thing.
Because
No.
the shit stirs.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You done said it again.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The shit stirs.
Yeah.
Done started. But ain't nobody said nothing about the Reading Rainbow.
Yeah.
What's this other rainbow?
I don't know what you're talking about,
It's
HL.
It's two rainbows.
Right.
Reading Rainbow was one.
Yeah.
And the Rainbow Coalition.
Right.
You ain't heard.
That was Al Sharpton.
Yeah, but you never heard them complain about the happier people
Right.
taking that over.
Yeah.
And I put on a hat that y'all told me that was for homosexual. And I had
Well,
to
it was
throw
a
that
rain-
hat.
it was
a
a
rainbow
Yeah,
hat.
it was
and
what he
I
had.
threw the damn thing away.
Well, yeah, because it said on there what it was for. You didn't understand that. What it meant.
No, man, because I'm from the old way of life. We don't Reading Rainbow Coalition. That what stood.
Yeah. What about Al Sharpton? What do you think about Al? Has he got a good cause that's went astray or what?
Well, right now, he ain't doing much.
Yeah.
Him and Jesse Jackson both, they not doing much because you don't hear from them. They ain't got no shit to stir. I mean,
You're
you know
fine.
what I'm saying?
You're
Hey,
fine.
fellas,
Don't
listen, I ain't
apologize.
saying nothing bad.
Don't apologize. Just keep it real,
Yeah.
brother. You know,
Well, you said the truth.
that's what I want.
Okay.
I want what HL think. Somebody, we got somebody calling in. Are they on the line? No. Okay.
Well, tell them to start calling in.
Start calling. We got the
Yeah.
line up here. If you want to call in, talk to me or HL, call in. Somebody called in.
Now, I don't know everything, but I'll try to give you a good damn answer.
That's right. Somebody just wanted to let you know he appreciates the tough topic. Did they call the studio and say that or type it in? Somebody tell me in my ear. They called in and said they just want to let us know they appreciate this tough topic. It's not tough.
No, it's the truth.
It's
How's
just-
the truth is tough? The lie is the tough.
It
Because
is.
you gotta remember that from today on.
That's right.
The truth. Hell, you can just ask a question 6 months from now and it'll come back up. The truth.
I say the same thing to
Yeah.
my guys at my shop. When you look at somebody's car and you tell them the truth, they can come back 2 weeks and you look at it, it'll be the same thing. But if
wrong.
you lied to them, you better remember it.
Write it down because you
Yeah.
ain't gonna remember it.
Yeah, it is. But, you know, you and I grew up in a time to where
Well, America was great.
It was great. We can make it great again. But,
Exactly.
I didn't know there was racial tensions in the 60s and 70s in my area.
No, I didn't either.
I went to school with the black. We was friends.
Yeah.
We're still friends to this day. Tony Hudson, the black cop, me and him went to school together. A lot of them, we don't even, but it's different. It's like nowadays.
No, we just got thin skin. Everything you say has got to be what they call it now, politically correct. And it don't have to be like that. It just got to be correct. You don't have to just add on and tell people what they want to hear. I'm not sure if it's to get a vote or what.
Yeah.
But tell the truth.
That's exactly what we need to do. You and I had discussions over the years. We talked about everything, and we laughed, we cut up, and you, like when I done a little live a while ago, you said something about the only black guy in here. Well, I mean, nobody told you. That was just out of your mouth.
Yeah, I mean, we having fun. We gonna go do this the right way.
That's right. We just gonna. But you and I
no
have
sugarcoating.
That's right. Me and you. That's what you told me. Yeah. Me and you have had discussions forever, and we really didn't know how each other stood. We just kind of have discussion, but we didn't go into depth.
I thought he was a damn Democrat.
Yeah, well, but we need to tough it up in this country.
Yeah, instead of wearing your everything on a sleeve.
Yeah, and everything that you say, if you don't agree with someone,
you ain't got to get mad with them.
No, but if I've got a different opinion with you, and you're a black guy and I'm a white guy, and I don't agree, well, I'm automatically racist.
Yeah, that's true. I like that.
Yeah, that's
but that's really that ain't no way to be.
It ain't. But you understand what I'm coming from. If you
that's
and I,
the weak people.
If
like
you and
that.
I was talking, you name it, and I didn't agree with you, and I was hitting you with some facts, and you just look at me and say, well, you're just racist. But see, that's the end result.
But that's the fact. The key word is fact.
The fact is.
And the truth and facts are the same.
That's right. They just didn't like my facts.
Yeah.
So they had to
because
name me.
you was a white guy that said the facts.
That might be true.
I mean, I'm being honest.
That's what I want, brother, be honest. But, we got to do better in this country. We're $35 trillion in debt. And I got to take a commercial break, they're telling me, because we got to pay the bills, speaking about debt.
Yeah, go ahead, pay the bills.
When I get back from this commercial break, I want you and I to talk about Doge going on up there where Elon Musk is going around finding all that wasteful spending. I want you to get your opinion on that. Well, you got one, I'm sure.
Yeah, oh yeah. Hell, he did a good job because it was $600 for a toilet seat. Come on, man.
All right, folks, I want you to call in and join the conversation. You ain't got to tell me who you are, but just call in, join the conversation. We're going to put the number up when we get back from commercial break. And join this conversation with HL. We need more of this. You need people like me and HL, old guys sitting up here just telling you the truth.
And don't keep it a secret.
That's right.
Say what you want. Say what you got to say that's the truth. As long as it's the truth.
That's right. HL don't care. Folks, you got to admit, tonight is a good show. It's just a plain spoken show that I think needs
regular old guys.
Regular old guys. It may be the end of us. We may get killed before we get out of here.
Yeah, I hope not, because I've always liked this country. And I like Democrats, too.
All right, folks, we're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back to finish up this conversation with me and HL. So, right back.
Charter Senior Living, located at 350 Volunteer Drive, is a premier community for seniors interested in pursuing life, energy, and purpose. We have restaurant-style dining, life enrichment programs, social activities, local scheduled transportation, and a beauty salon. We show respect to our veterans with a wall of honor. Our mission at Charter Senior Living is to enhance the human spirit. For more information about Charter Senior Living, call us at 731-644-9680.
Is your tank on empty? Come to 54 Fuel Mart, located at 1213 A Westwood Street, for the best prices on gas. What about your other tank? The one that is growling? 54 Fuel Mart has you covered for that as well. Check out our fried chicken, wings, pizza, and many other items to satisfy your hunger. On Tuesdays and Fridays, you really need to check out the fried fish. We also have a selection of freeze-dried candies, along with an entire aisle of candy bars and other sweets. Is it raining, or do you just not want to get out of the car? We have a drive-up window for your convenience. We also have dyed diesel for use in your tractors and other farm equipment. We have parking for big rigs, and our business hours are 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. Feeling lucky? Well, do you? We have scratch-offs, and you can try your hand and the TN Lottery while you're here. 54 Fuel Mart, located at the Westwood Y, Paris.
Chad Cox, PLLC, provides representation in the areas of criminal law, family law, personal injury, wills and probate law. Chad Cox serves Paris and the surrounding area. He does not believe in a one-size-fits-all approach to representing his clients. He reviews every detail of your case to ensure that you receive an assessment that is specific to the unique circumstances in your case. Chad Cox is located at 104 North Brewer Street, Paris, Tennessee. Contact us at 731-642-4446.
Is this a normal sight around your house in the winter? Then when the hot summer sun comes around, is this something you see quite regularly too? If so, AccuAir is your answer. AccuAir serves all surrounding counties with top-notch HVAC techs to get you in the comfort that you deserve. Call Nathan or one of the highly skilled techs from AccuAir. AccuAir also offers BPU-approved financing for all your HVAC replacements. AccuAir is your #1 choice for all your heating and cooling.
The Downtown Event Center is available for parties, meetings, or family get-togethers. The center comes with spacious seating and an area that will help make serving food easier. If you are having a birthday party, this is definitely the place for you. The Downtown Event Center is located at 107 South Brewer Street. Contact Jessica at 731-642-4992 to make your reservation.
Hey everyone, this is Jeremy Buckaloo reminding you to tune in to Sportscast with Jeremy Buckaloo live every Sunday night at 7:30 here from the Brewer Street Mafia Studios.
Yeah, I heard from an old bluebird down in Kentucky, you don't love me no more.
All right, folks, don't forget, coming up this Friday, April 18th, 7 p.m., Junior Stags and Friends Live. Special guest, Caden Wilson. Going on in downtown Puryear, Tennessee at the Parlor. Hey, there's a few tickets left. You can get your tickets at juniorstags.com. Come on out and join the fun. Coming up this Friday, April 18th, 7 p.m., Junior Stags and Friends Live at the Parlor, downtown Puryear. Hey, I'll be there. Don't forget, Tater's got his 1-year anniversary party coming up Saturday, April the 19th from 6 to close. And my good friend and your good friend, Rockin' Randall French, and all his friends will be rocking the house down. That's right, folks. Tater's 1-year anniversary party coming up this Saturday, April 19th, 6 p.m. to close. Rockin' Randall French, all his friends. Come on out, join us. Let's have a big party. Let's show Tater how much we appreciate it, how much we support him. That's coming up this Saturday, 19th. Taters, don't miss it. Also, don't forget, next week I've got From Song to Page with Junior Staggs reveals his Morning Rambling and More. Junior's got a book he's going to unveil. It's called Morning Rambling. It's set for release April 30th, sharing inspiration behind his leap into writing. We'll dive into how his experiences in music and auctioneering have shaped his storytelling, plus get an exclusive preview of what readers can expect. But that's not all. We will be catching up on his musical journey, upcoming performance, and the other exciting projects, keeping this local man busy. Junior Staggs is a busy man. Set your reminder, tune in next week right here on the Mike Weatherford Show at 7 p.m. and listen to me and Junior Staggs talk about the book, the music, the man, what all he's got going. There's some exciting stuff. I can't wait to have him in here and let him tell you what's going on. Don't miss. Tune in next week. That's April 22nd, 7 p.m. right here on the Mike Weatherford Show. Don't forget my sister show, Good Day Paris. It's every Thursday right here on Facebook, Facebook Live, 6:30 p.m. right here in Paris. It's Good Day Paris. Host is Kevin Kill, my producer, and also Terry, his wife. Don't miss it. Tune in every Thursday, 6:30 p.m. on Facebook Live. Hey, go over and find them and follow them and tune in. We're doing everything we can to bring you all the exciting things going on around Parish right here on Good Day Parish. And don't forget, the Tennessee Informer finally got a name that I can say. Time to topple the 14th Amendment. Special guest William J. Watkins Jr., author and independent research fellow. Tune in to the Tennessee Informer Monday, April 21st, 7 p.m. Central. You can find it on Facebook or you can find it on YouTube. Let's tune in 7 p.m. Monday, April 21st, and find out what William Watkins got to say about trying to topple the 14th Amendment. Hey, tune in. That's going to be a good show. What else we got coming up? Don't forget the Tug of War, Puryear Day, May the 17th. Tater, my old buddy Tater and I are going to get back together and going to do Puryear Day this year, and we've got a Tug of War. Listen to me, folks. I've got the Sheriff Department taking on the City Police Department. And I'm going to tell you, the city said the county's going to get drugged through the mud. I got a little video I'm going to get to y'all guys, let y'all see, where Ricky Watson, the police chief, said that the Sheriff Department, with Josh Fry leading them, is done. Their history. He said there's no way that the county can beat the city. Hey, let's find out. Puryear Day, May the 17th. And if you got a team you want to bring down there, come on, put your team together. Girls and boys, it don't matter. Contact me here. We will have a ball. Coming up, Puryear Day, May the 17th, 2025, Puryear, Tennessee. Don't miss it.
Yeah, I hope both of them win.
That's exactly Sportscast Live with Jeremy Bucklew. Special show Sunday, April 20th with special guests Rodney Littleton and Jamie Atkinson, Special Olympics coach and assistant coach. Hey, you don't want to miss this show. That's coming up right here, Sportscast with Jeremy Bucklew. Right now he's having a broadcast off the Mike Weatherford Show page because somehow Facebook, I don't know all the technical crap, but Facebook said you got to have 60 days before you can broadcast live. Somehow or another, we missed that part. But he's running live right off the Mike Weatherford Show. Tune in, Sportscast with Jeremy Bucklew, Sundays at 7:30 p.m., keeping you updated with all the sports around the country. It's going to be cool. Don't forget, folks, James Bone Crusher Smith, World Boxing Association, WA champion, will be live in Paris, Tennessee. Coming up Saturday, April the 19th. He's going to have a meet and greet right here at the studios of the Mike Weatherford Show. That's 107 South Brewer Street. It's home of the Brewer Street Mafia. Come on up Saturday morning from 9 to 9:30. Have a meet and greet with the WBA champion, James Bone Crusher Smith. This dude right here, he fought Mike Tyson. He fought Larry Holmes. He fought all the big names that you and I grew up with. He's going to be live right here in the studios of Brewer Street Mafia, the Mike Weatherford Show studios, doing a meet and greet. Then him and I are going to do a little podcast, going to record a little show, and we're going to release it probably Monday or Tuesday. But you want to meet the guy, whenever else can you meet a ex-heavyweight boxing champion right here in Paris, Tennessee, Saturday, April 19th, a meet and greet right here at the Brewer Street Mafia Studios. And then after that, go on over to the Court Square for the Catfish Clash. That's right, Paris Downtown Boxing is going to have the Catfish Clash. Everything starts at high noon. The first bell rings at 12 p.m. right over in the courthouse. It's free admission. Bring you a cheer. And I hear rumors that possibly James Bone Crusher Smith's going to hang out there too. So be there. That's coming up this Saturday, April 19th. The first bell rings at high noon. You don't want to miss it. Henry County Courthouse on Washington Street. The weigh-ins are from 10 to 11. The doctor checks you out from 10 to 11. Free admission. Just bring a cheer and check out these young kids in the Paris Downtown Boxing. They need your support. Go over. Check them out. All right, folks. I've been sitting here talking with my good friend, H.L. Johnson out of Mont Eagle, Tennessee. And we have really covered the ground. We was talking,
true ground.
That's right. Excuse me. We was talking before we went to commercial break about what's going on in the country. And I said that there's a lot of people upset with Elon Musk when he's finding all that waste and all that corruption.
No, he didn't. They're not just finding it. They knew about it. but he was man enough to bring it out. Now people hate him and want to blow up his cars, want to do this. Don't do that to his cars. He can't help that.
Yeah.
That he's able to talk about it.
Yeah.
Do it because the man is right.
Yeah.
We've been wasting money forever. How are we getting further and further in debt?
Yeah, we are. We are $35 trillion. What I can't understand is there's some people out there that's mad at Elon for finding all this waste. They're not mad at the people that
were the ones getting kickback.
We got somebody on the line with a question.
No stuff. Let's hear it.
Let's
hear it.
Patch him on through to me if you got somebody on the line back here. You can tell me your name or not tell me your name. It's entirely up to you. If I got you on the line.
Yes, sir.
All righty. Who's your question for?
For either one of you.
All right.
I need to know if we can refer to Kamala Harris as African American now, or do we still need to refer to her as Indian?
Well, it depends on who you talk to. Who she talking to at the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
If she's talking to an Indian, she's Indian. If she's talking to a black person, she's black.
What if she's talking to a white person?
Now you got me all messed.
But, she was Indian there for a while.
Yeah, that's to get the vote.
Okay, then she turned black.
To get the vote.
Are you still on it? Still on her, sir?
Yes, I was just asking for a friend. He was kind of wanting to know.
Who's the friend?
He can't say evidently.
This feller I know. He's
this feller.
Did HL kind of answer your question, sir?
Yes, he did. I appreciate it.
I mean, I'm not saying that because I don't know if you noticed, but I am a black guy. I'm gonna be a black guy talking. Yeah, I'm gonna be a black guy talking to a white guy. I'm gonna be a black guy talking to a black guy. I'm straight 100% black.
All right. Well, what do you think about the show tonight? Is it pretty interesting or what?
Yes, it sure is.
It's just two guys talking.
Regular guys.
Two regular guys talking.
Not no millionaires.
No, we're not
regular
millionaires. Just regular common folk having a conversation that I think needs to happen more across this country. Do you agree,
Especially
sir?
with our politicians.
Absolutely.
All right. Hey, I appreciate you calling in.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. We got the phone line lit up. Anybody wants to call in, there's a number on the screen. Call in, ask the question. HL will tell you the truth.
Yeah.
What you think.
Yeah.
He'll tell you what you think. But, what I don't understand, if somebody was breaking into somebody's house, your house, and your neighbor told on who it was, would you be mad at your neighbor or would you be mad at the one that broke in your house?
No, I'd take care of the guy that broke in the house.
Well, how come they're mad at Elon Musk? I don't get. That's an honest question that I want to know. Is why
nobody likes rich people. Trump's supposed to have poor friends. What good is having a real poor friend when you can't get nothing out of him? If you got a person that got something and he giving you advice on it, why wouldn't you listen?
You're right. He got that money by making it.
Yeah, from listening at others.
Yeah, you got a point. But it just bothers me. I want Elon and Donald Trump or whoever's president. I don't care if it had been Joe Biden.
Hold on. Let's not get carried. He don't remember nothing.
Well, I know you're right. But if he was doing this, I'd be all for it. Because, folks, we're $35 trillion in debt. When I was in school, we talked about $1 million and touched on a billion. We never said a damn word about $1 trillion. Never heard it in my life.
No, these new numbers.
Yeah, but we act like that's nothing.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
It's just
but
nothing.
What's going to really happen when it gets up to some other number that we don't know nothing about yet?
Yeah.
Because after $1 trillion, it's going to be something else. We don't want that. We want to deduct.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why we're sitting here getting mad, finding waste and stopping the waste. I mean, people call in and tell us. If you don't like Elon Musk, that's fine. That's your right. It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah.
We're not mad at you, but I want to understand.
Don't bother the man's property.
Yeah, I want to know why in the world you would be mad at Elon Musk for
saving
the money. That's something I don't understand.
Because nobody wants to save no more. They want to get. Everything is out. Their hand is out.
You're right.
I prefer where I can talk shit with I did it again.
You're fine.
I prefer working where I can look at a man in his eye and talk shit. If you got your hand out and you can't look at nobody in their damn eye.
No, you're right. You ain't earned nothing.
No.
You have. Speaking of Biden, so you don't think Biden had his mental capabilities the last couple of years he was in office, in your opinion?
Well, honestly speaking,
be honest.
Come on, man. We talking about the ex-president.
I know.
Let me lie.
No. Do you think he had Alzheimer's?
No. I just knew something was wrong when he couldn't find his way back into the presidential mansion from the Rose Garden, and all he had to do was look up at the house.
There's a problem, man.
Yeah. Then I mean, even with the Don, if he right now his functions is good.
Yeah.
When he gets to where he can't remember nothing, and he steps down, that's honorable.
Yeah. Okay. Who was running the Washington if Biden wasn't mentally capable? In your opinion, who do you think was running the country?
Anybody that said something like us.
Anybody that tell the truth?
Yeah. Anybody? No, they ain't gonna tell no truth now. No, they ain't gonna tell. They gonna make it. They gonna sugarcoat it and make it a roundabout way where he's saying it. But actually he ain't, because he can't remember if he said it or not.
That's right.
You know.
Moving on, what about the border? What is H.L. Johnson from Monteagle, Tennessee's opinion?
I'm from the mountain now. You know what I think about the border. Come on now. Don't put me in like that. But the only thing I can see that the president did wrong so far is the fact that he deported all the Mexicans before he got the American people back to work. Yeah. He should have got the American people back to work, then started his campaign on getting them out. Well, if you legal, you can stay. Yeah. If you illegal and you hadn't had any problems with the law, any interactions with the law, say like 2 years that you've been here, then what you should do, what should have been done, expedite them getting their paperwork done.
I agree.
But if you gave them trouble, your ass needs to be gone.
I don't blame you. You know, and they was complaining about Trump and them separating the parents from the children during that.
Take them with him. I don't like kids anyway.
But
I mean, hold on. Hey, I'm running for office, and that last remark was not right.
But I mean, what about if you and I got arrested? We had children. We'd get separated from our kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's
even if we're Americans, we'll get separated.
Right. That's right.
I mean, one time, I'm gonna be honest with you. One time I did run afoul of the law, but I was framed. I didn't do it. But I did my time. I got out.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go back. That's a life sentence for me. I'm old as hell.
Yeah.
So any time that they would give me now, that's a life sentence.
It is.
So the thing is, who cares if the people, that's the shit stirs.
Right.
They want to keep something going. Oh, they deporting them and they're going to send them back, and then the kids going to be here and the wife going to be here. If she got papers and the kids got papers, okay, they can stay. You causing trouble, you got to go.
You know,
no trial, no nothing. This is taxpayers' money that we're spending. Send their ass back across the border instead of flying them all up into Colorado or anywhere else. Fly their ass back home.
They was doing a lot of that.
Yeah, I know.
Putting them on airplanes and buses and shipping them like they're trying to slip them through at night and putting them in our areas where
any area. They didn't care where. They just wanted them in towns for the vote. Yeah. And then we need to get past doing stuff to get a vote, to doing stuff that's going to be
good for America.
Yeah.
Right.
Truly good for me. I can't stand these teeth.
Take them out.
Hey, pardon me, America. I can't talk in them. I'm sorry. It ain't no good.
Hey, dude, I got some bridges and parcels in my mouth, and it is tough to talk with. I understand that. I knew you.
Yeah,
take
man.
Them out, put them in your hand.
Man, hey, that's where they at.
But you know, I think honestly that you are a real American patriot. You know,
I believe
we've
in
never,
America.
Yeah, we've never had this deep of a conversation
Yeah.
before. We scratched the top a little
Now,
bit.
if you don't like America, get the hell out.
That's right. I love America too, and I want to make America better. But are what me and you wanting really going to make America better, or is it just our dream?
It's a step towards that. And if we talk about this and making it a step toward it better,
Right.
then maybe somebody else will talk about it, and it'll keep rolling, be a
Right.
snowball effect.
Right. But, you know, I want to make sure that you and I, and a lot of America thinks like we do. Are we thinking the right way? I think we are. I think the America.
No, I think we're messed up. I think
Yeah.
the country, we're screwed up, and the rest of the people are okay.
Right.
You know, but honestly speaking, we need to get our politician people right.
Yeah.
So far, you're moving too fast, too soon.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing because they hadn't moved at all.
That's exactly. You're right. You know, I think that he has done a lot in
less than 100 days.
Yeah. Yeah. But
he moved too fast,
Yep.
one time too
Yeah.
fast when he got the Mexicans out before he got the American people back to work.
Well, you've got to get the Mexicans out so the Americans have a job to go
No,
to.
they going to have a job because it's there.
Yeah.
But when you got a Mexican guy, a Spanish or whoever you want to call him, anybody out of the country, illegal,
Yeah.
come in taking the job, we don't care if it's for less money, more money, who cares?
Right.
But the idea is you still have to get the American people back to wanting to work.
What's
and
that
when
gonna
you
take?
not giving everything, you
Okay.
have to earn it.
Yeah.
So you can look at another man in his eye, earn your keep.
You know, that's right. You're a 70-year-old, right?
Yeah, I'm old as shit.
Well, and you still working.
Yeah, well, you ain't got to rub it in.
No, but I'm saying you're not asking for nothing. You're out working.
Yeah, well, only reason why, because they hadn't told me the secret how to get the damn check.
You wouldn't take it anyway.
Well,
you get your Social Security, I know that, but you don't want no government handout, do you?
No,
You wanna
because
work.
there's something behind that. When they give you something, you gonna pay later double down the road.
You are. Nothing's free, is it?
Yeah, ain't no-
When
when it's free, you run.
That's right. They tell you, you know, that you know, I've heard people say, well, they're kind of just, you know, we're mad at some of the stuff that Elon is cutting out. What?
He cutting out waste.
Waste, and some of these programs, I guess the word I'm trying to think of, that they don't need anyway.
They never needed them.
No.
It's just another paycheck for the higher ups.
Yep. What about all these congressmen and politicians up there in Washington, been there for 40 and 50 years, Republican and Democrat now? We're talking both sides.
Yeah.
That they're thinking, I'm hearing rumors that they've been getting money, and all that money they're sending overseas is working its way back to their pockets. What do you think of that?
Oh yeah, everybody knows that.
Yeah.
I mean, but you have to be knowledgeable enough to really know kickback. Just call it what it is.
It's a damn kickback. That's right.
You know?
And the war in Ukraine. Where you at on the war in Ukraine? I'm getting close. I know you got a long drive home. Where you at on the war in Ukraine? We've never really talked about that.
No, we didn't.
Where are you at?
We can't. We ought to be sick of buying friends. We giving
right.
money. We giving money to people that hate us.
Yeah.
No matter what we do, they're gonna hate us.
Right.
But they'll take our money.
Yeah.
But they'll hate us. So what we have to do is make them earn our respect. I seen when the president was talking to the guy from Ukraine. He was straight to the point. He knew what he was saying, and left the Ukrainian president kind of speechless.
Yeah.
So that's telling you something. Now we giving money to people that know that the money's not gonna trickle down to their public.
Mm-hmm.
So why do we keep doing that?
We
might as well just take the money and put it in a cargo plane.
Yeah.
One of them, what is it, C-47?
Yeah.
And just open the back door and kick the money out and let the people get it.
Yeah.
Because if you give it to some of these governments, they're going to take the most of, they're going to get a boat. I know, because if I was in the government, I know I'm going to steal, but I'm going to get a good used boat. I don't have to have a new one.
You know, if the public and the people honestly knew how the people like you and I think and what we know, you know, we don't have to get up in the morning and watch a TV show to figure out who to be mad at.
Yeah.
We don't have to do that.
No.
We got common sense and we use it. You know.
Why am I letting somebody else tell me who to be mad at?
That's exactly. You're right. That's
Now,
what I'm.
if somebody don't like you and I like you,
Yeah.
and then they talk about you to me,
Yeah.
what they gonna say about me to you?
That's exactly.
You watch that guy.
You watched it. You
The
watched
one
it
that's doing all the talking.
That's right. HL, you nailed it. But you know, people's got to understand that politics is deeper than what people think it is. It's more to the American people is probably less than 10% of what's on these politicians' mind. 90% of it is what they can do for themselves and their party members.
That's right.
If you was a Republican and I was a Democrat,
Ain't no if.
if you and I was a Democrat, I can't agree with you because my party be mad at me. You can't agree with me because your party be mad at you. Why can't
That ain't the problem.
Yeah.
We as a country, if you're thinking about the country,
Yeah.
you have to do what's necessary for the people.
That's right.
Not for what parties, for what
But that's
party.
what they do. I can't get along with you, HL, if I was a Democrat and you're a Republican, and you got a good idea, or vice versa, and we sitting there talking about it, and I say, you know what, HL, you got a good idea. And my party says, you can't do that.
You can't say that.
No, you hate him. You got
he's a Republican, yeah.
I try to have conversations with people, and I try to do it respectful, but it's hard to type a conversation and to be respectful. People can take what you're saying wrong.
So what? If you don't like it, cut the machine off.
I
mean, if you don't like the channel, change it.
That's exactly. You know, if you don't like the taste of the spoon, fit it out.
Yeah, go to another restaurant.
That's right. Don't try to shut it down.
No.
HL, you know we done been an hour.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You had fun?
Oh, yeah, man. I've enjoyed this here.
You know, it's what we need more of in this country is we need more mics, more HLs, sitting around, talking. You don't have to have a podcast, folks. Just talk.
The truth.
That's right. Get your friends, your family, and try to find common ground. Just try to find
common sense and morals.
You're right, HL. HL, brother, love you, man. I appreciate it.
Same here.
You know, you're a good guy.
No, I ain't. Well, don't listen at that. They're going to run over me, man. I told you that.
There ain't nobody going to run over you. You know what? You know, a lot of people comes in here, they know this is the Burr Street Mafia, right? A lot of people, you knew it. You know you was coming in Mafia territory. And
that's why I'm here.
That's right. And I want to make you.
Except he ain't Italian.
Yeah. I want to make you an official member of the Burr Street Mafia. Them are rare.
Oh, yeah?
Look at that. Read what? Can you got your glasses? Can you read
I
that?
ain't that damn old. No, I can't read it. I can't
says
see it.
official member of the Burr Street Mafia, the Mike Weatherford Show.
All right. Thank you.
So you are an official member of the Burr
you.
Street Mafia.
All right.
That right there and 5 pennies gives you a nickel.
Yeah, it does. Well, so what are you saying? I can't drive through town wide open and just show it to a cop?
Yeah, go ahead. You'll get you.
No, I know that Fry. He gonna lock me up.
No, you met Fry.
Yeah, I know. He's a good guy.
He is a good guy. HL, I really do appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
I've enjoyed this
appreciate
conversation. But don't you agree that need more of this in this country?
We need not with regular people such as ourselves.
Yeah.
We need the damn politicians to start doing the right thing.
That's right.
Not saying and doing. Don't do what I do. Do what I say.
Yeah.
That need to stop. We need to move forward and get everybody under the umbrella.
Yep.
And move on. Democrats, Republicans. I know Republicans. I look at let's free the slaves.
Right.
Democrats, they got a new method now. They give.
Yeah.
Stop accepting the gifts and earn. And you can look at you can look at a person in their eye, and you got that respect. But if you can't look a person in the eye and you got to look around and look down and all, you ain't did nothing. Look what I got. Look what I got.
HL, that I couldn't believe anybody could have said that any better. What you said is exactly true.
Politicians, move forward.
That's right. You and I grew up in an era to where you looked a man in the hand and
shook his hand, and that was your word.
That's
your word ain't better than money, then you in trouble.
That's exactly right. We need to go back to that, where a man driving him a new car because he earned it.
That's it.
He's eating him
not
a steak.
Illegal.
Yeah.
But the legal way.
And he's eating him a steak supper because he earned it, not because somebody gave it to him.
Yeah, or he poached a cow.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes that tastes good.
Yeah. there ain't nothing better than a stolen watermelon.
Oh, man. That and a poached steak. Oh, man, you done did something good.
HL, I appreciate you, brother. Will you come back again and let's just do this one more time sometime?
Yeah, we could do this many times as you want. I really enjoyed this.
I've enjoyed it. It's just, I thought that it was time for you and I, and because you come through the shop, you'll stop in a few minutes and holler at me. We'll talk a little bit, and the next thing I know, you're gone. And I asked you, I said, would you come on here and just have a conversation? You know, I kind of knew what you felt like, but I didn't 100% sure. But now I know you a little bit better.
Yeah, man, I'm just a regular guy.
Yeah.
I don't have much,
right.
But what I got,
I
earned, and I can look at a man in his eye.
Yeah.
And if he don't like me, at least have a damn reason. Don't hate me because I'm flipping black.
Yeah.
Hate me because
of what you done.
Because I hit you in the mouth.
Can I say the same thing? Don't hate me because I'm white. You don't, hate me for something I've did.
Yeah.
There's sorry ass black people. There's sorry ass white people.
Exactly. And we're gonna leave the foreigners out because we ain't got nothing to do with that.
There you go. But we all in this old world together. And if you and I have helped one person tonight, maybe think about something.
A politician.
Yeah, a politician or the average people.
Yeah.
To think that.
But a politician got a little bit more power than the rest of the people.
But it's going to take all of us to get them politicians. HL?
Man, it could be a lot of all of us, but they still have their own mind. They need one person, two people in the politicians' field.
Yeah.
And that'll change everything away.
You're right. Appreciate you, brother.
Anytime, man. Anytime. Glad to show up.
God, I'd love to have you, man. All right, folks, there we go. It's a conversation.
Goodbye, America.
That was a conversation between me and HL. He come here from Mont Eagle just to have this conversation with me. And what it was about was to let you know that two people can sit down and have a conversation and have a tough conversation, like it is.
Without being thin-skinned.
Without being thin-skinned, just tell it like it is. And HL delivered on that. He did. I appreciate you tuning in. But don't forget, Friday, April 18th at the Parlor in Prairie, Tennessee, we got Junior Stags Live coming up with special guest Caden Wilson. Tickets are running out. JuniorStags.com. JuniorStags.com. Get your tickets. I don't think they're available at the door. Get your tickets. Come out there and check it out. It's Junior Stags and Friends Live. Friday night, April 18th, 7 p.m. Special guest Caden Wilson at the Parlor downtown Prairie. Don't forget, April 19th is Tater's 1-year anniversary. Folks, I mean, it don't get no better than that. This coming up Saturday from 6 till close, Rockin' Randall French and Friends. He's going to blow the house up. Don't forget, Tater's place this Saturday night for his first anniversary. He's 1 year old, Tater is. That's good stuff right there. Don't forget, next week I got Junior Stags coming in. We're going to find out about this guy. He's a fast talker. He's on Facebook. He's on everywhere you look, you're going to see Junior Stag. This is going to be a conversation kind of like what HL and I had tonight. I'm going to find out who is Junior Stag, what he's all about, what his plans are, where he's going, and just what the hell's he doing. I mean, he's everywhere. So tune in next Tuesday right here on the Mike Weatherford Show, 7 p.m. live. We do the same thing. That's going to be with Junior Stag. Don't forget my sister show. It's Good Day Paris. It's every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. right here on Facebook. Go over and find them. They always got something going on about Paris. Get on Good Day Paris every Thursday on Facebook, 6:30 p.m. Go find them. Go like them. Go follow them. And tune in and watch what's going on. Don't forget, my other show is the Tennessee Informer. William J. Watkins Jr. is an author, independent research fellow. Is it time to topple the 14th Amendment? Tune in and find out exactly what they're talking about on The Enforcer with Dave Vance. Don't forget, we got another show, Sportscast with Jeremy Bucklew, every Sunday at 7:30. This week, Rodney Littleton and Jamie Atkinson, Special Olympics coach and assistant coach. That's coming up this Sunday, April the 20th, 7:30. He's running on the Mike Weatherford Show platform right now until he gets his platform up and going, which we've got it ready, but Facebook's got that, who the hell knows. But he's running it off of the Mike Weatherford Show. So tune in to Jeremy Bucklew on Sportscast, 7:30 every Sunday. Don't want to miss this week. That's going to be a good show. And you can find them all on myparishtv.com. All the shows in our stable, you can find them live. And you can find Jeremy Bucklew. Go over and follow him. And that'll help him get his numbers where Facebook says, okay, now you can do live TV shows on there. So go over and follow him. Don't forget, this is going to be cool. When else have you ever had an ex-heavyweight champion in Paris, Tennessee? That's right. I got James Bone Crusher Smith going to come right here in the studios and do a meet and greet Saturday morning from 9 a.m. till 9:30. We're going to have a meet and greet. Come on in and get your picture, get your autograph of James Bone Crusher Smith, the real deal. Now, this guy was a WBA heavyweight champion of the world. It's going to be right here in Paris, Tennessee, this coming Saturday. Come by the studios, meet him, get your picture made. Then, at 12 o'clock, they're going to have Paris Downtown Boxing is going to have their Catfish Clash going on up here at the Courthouse Square. Free admission, bring a cheer, and go support these young kids. Hey, you got baseball, you got football, you got all of it, but you don't forget about the boxers. That's a one-on-one sport. It's not a team sport. It's a one-on-one sport. Go up there and show your support to these kids. Coming up this coming Saturday, the first bell rings at high noon. And if it rains it out, it's going to be moved to the fairgrounds. There's a backup plan. So you don't want to miss it. Go up there and show your support. Bring you a cheer. Don't cost you a dime. And I hear Bone Crusher Smith's going to be around up there walking around somewhere, so you might catch him again. That's coming up this weekend. And I also, one of my fronties, buddies, old Scott McBroom, is going to be the promoter for the Fish Fry Demolition Derby coming up this Saturday night at the fairgrounds. You don't want to miss that. That's kicking off the world's biggest fish fry. It's coming up this Saturday night at the Henry County Fairgrounds. Go out there and watch you a good demolition derby. It's going to be I heard it's going to be a good, tough show. You don't want to miss it. Come out there and watch it. And I want to thank you for tuning in. I want to thank the viewers. I want to thank the
Thanks to call in. Yeah.
Thanks to the call-ins. I want to thank everybody that was a part of this. But I also want to thank you, the viewer. And I want you to do me a favor. I want you to find the Mike Weatherford Show if you haven't already. Tell your family and friends. There's a little button up there on Facebook that says follow. Do like this. Go pop. Follow that button. The more follows I get, the more people I get, the more Bone Crusher, that kind of clientele of people I can get on the show. But I got to have you, my viewer, to help me get that done. I need to get over a certain mark so I can start getting these people in here. So do me a favor, folks. Tell your family, tell your friends, find the Mike Weatherford Show on Facebook and follow us and like us. Follow us is more important right now. I'm also on Spotify. We're on YouTube. Find us on YouTube. Subscribe to us, the Mike Weatherford Show. You can find it at My Parish TV. All of our shows are listed on there. Every show that we've got in our stables is listed right there through Kill Media and the Brewer Street Mafia. Find all of them. Follow us all. Get our numbers up there. I can bring you bigger stuff like Bone Crusher Smith. Who can believe that I've got a world heavyweight champion coming into Paris, Tennessee? We can do it right here. All you got to do is help me build my numbers. And I need you, my viewer, to tell your family, tell your friends to follow the Mike Weatherford Show because he's got bigger stuff coming. And I want to thank my guys in the back. Hey, I couldn't do this without that group in the back. I want to thank Kevin Keel, the producer.
Crazy.
Yeah, he's crazy. I want to thank Kevin Keel, the producer. I want to thank Scott Norwood.
Crazy.
I want to thank Billy Busey.
Crazy.
And I want to thank Dana Allen.
She's sick.
Yeah, she is. They have to. I am her trophy boyfriend. It's a tough job. I mean,
somebody got to do it.
Somebody got to be a trophy boyfriend. That is a hell of a job. Y'all don't realize how hard that is. But anyway, I want to thank the group in the back. Without them, I couldn't do what I do. I've got the easy job. They have the hard job. They bring it all to us. So if you see this group out, tell them how much you appreciate what they do. Tune in next week, same time, same place, And like I always say, don't be late.
The Mike Weatherford Show is recorded live in the Brewer Street Mafia Studios, downtown Paris. A Kill Media, Brewer Street Mafia production.